INEC declares Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA, winner of the Anambra State governorship election as NTA X-rays mode in Awka. Later, we will join Sokoto Network Center for discussion with experts on market fires and FRSC Ember Month campaign reports. This is Panorama coming to you from NTA Network, Abuja. I am Frama Pani. We begin with the report on the just concluded election in Anambra. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has declared Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA, winner of the Anambra State governorship election, having polled a total number of 422,664 votes. The announcement follows the collation of results from the 21 local government areas of the state, marking the conclusion of the election that drew significant attention from across Nigeria. Governor Solin Delan.
Bright Omorige, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Vice Chancellor, University of Benin, hereby that I am the returning officer the 2025 Anambra State governorship election held on the 8th day of November 2025. I also certify that the election was contested and that a winner emerged. The candidate with the highest number of votes cast and percentage have all been computed. I therefore declare that Soludo Charles Chukwuma of the APGA, I will satisfy the requirement of the law and score the highest number of votes in this election, is hereby declared the winner and returned elected.
And following the landslide victory of incumbent governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA, in all 21 local government areas of the state in the just concluded polls, the governor has addressed the good people of Anambra State, thanking them for showing support and confidence in his administration. Speaking shortly after the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, declared him winner, Professor Soludo noted that his victory places him among a very small group of governors in Anambra who have secured re-election since 1999.
And again, loudly, that with this trust in partnership, we, over the next 4 years, can say loudly that we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing. As I promised you, we're turning on to gear 4. The Anambra spirit is different. The Anambra spirit is what unites us. Let's, in brotherhood, embrace each other, and let's move forward. I extend my hand of fellowship, and that we're prepared to work with all of you for the greater good of the Anambra. That is the only thing that drives us. That's why I applied for the job, is to be able to ensure that together, working with all of you, and within the Anambra, we will leave this earth better than we met it. That's what drives us every day, and I believe that's what drove each and every one of you to apply also to serve in the Anambra. And now that the people have spoken, let's get back to work.
Meanwhile, some videos from the city of Awka show the governor and some excited supporters in a celebratory mood following the re-election victory. Right. Now, the Africa Union Development Agency, New Partnership for Africa's Development, NEPAD, African Peer Review Mechanism, APRM, Nigeria, has commended the peaceful and credible conduct of the Anambra State governorship election. In a statement from the Situation Room of the agency, noted that INEC officials and materials arrived promptly at most polling units, while the bimodal voter accreditation system BVAS functioned effectively, boosting voter confidence. The overall process, NEPAD APRM Nigeria observed, was peaceful, transparent and largely compliant with the Electoral Act 2022, while commending INEC, security agencies, civil society groups and the people of Anambra for their exemplary conduct, reaffirming its commitment under the AU Agenda 2063 and address NPOA. The agency pledged continued support for participatory democracy and good governance across the country. Now, still on the mood in Oka, let's join Ngozi live for more on what the people are saying about this re-election. Hello, Ngozi.
Yes, it's not only Professor Charles Soludo rejoicing as the winner of the election. We also have some Anambra people here who are here to share their own reaction over the victory. Prof.
Thank you very much. As you can see, people are so happy and Anambrarians are rejoicing. Look at the environment. People are so happy and there is calm everywhere, which wouldn't have been if it went the other way. So Anambra people have spoken and it is a victory for democracy. It's a victory for the people and a reflection of the commitment of Anambrarians to promote democratization process in the country. And it is also a reward for hard work. Thank you very much.
Also here to speak on his own feelings is Rapolo Chukwu. Rapolo, what's your reaction?
Thank you very much. All right, my name is Rapolo and I'm very, very happy. As you can see, I'm ecstatic. I traveled all the way from Lagos to come and vote in this election because Governor Soludo has done very well. He has done incredibly well and he deserves to go for his second tenure. So this is just like a validation of what Indian Anambra has been feeling over the last 4 years. And I'm really, really happy that we came out en masse and voted him to give him a vote of confidence. And now that he has won, I expect him to consolidate on the things he has done so far. I expect him to tackle the little areas where we have insecurity, to continue on the massive infrastructural project he's going on in the state. But I am truly, truly happy and I have serious belief that when he's done with his second tenure, Anambra will be better off for it. Thank you.
That is it so far from this end. More people are also rejoicing. That is the situation now.
I can tell from your smile you're also excited. Thank you so much for bringing us that update. Now, before we join Sokoto, just to let you know that Vice President Kashim Shettima has returned to Abuja after leading Nigeria's delegation to the United Nations Climate Change Conference, that is COP30 in Belém, Brazil, where the country reaffirmed its global climate leadership and commitment to a green transition. Time to join Sadia Digi in our Sokoto Network Center for more stories on Panorama. Hello, Sadia.
Us. The Kebbi State government has confirmed the safe rescue of the Deputy Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Samaila Muhammad Bagudo, who was abducted recently. The government says the operation was carried out successfully by joint security forces. In a statement issued by the Secretary to the State Government, Yakubu Balata Fida, the government expressed deep relief as the safe return of Samaila, confirming that he is in good health and receiving the necessary care and support. The government appreciated the joint security forces for their tireless efforts, professionalism and dedication, which led to the successful rescue operation. The statement also called on members of the public to remain vigilant and support the efforts of security personnel by promptly reporting suspicious activities to the authority. Frequent fire outbreaks in major markets have continued to raise serious concern in Sokoto, prompting the Federal Fire Service in collaboration with other stakeholders to convene a high-level engagement to work out strategies to prevent the recurring incident. Dalhatu Abdullahi reports that the service has also taken the message directly to the people moving through major streets in Sokoto to educate traders and residents on fire prevention and safety measures, particularly as the dry Harmattan season sets in. The report.
In recent years, several fire incidents have gutted shops at Sokoto Central and Kara markets, destroying goods worth millions of naira and leaving many traders counting their losses. To address the recurring menace, the Federal Fire Service Sokoto Command, in collaboration with sister agencies and stakeholders, embarked on a sensitization campaign on fire prevention and control. The Comptroller Federal Fire Service Sokoto State Command, Muhammad Bello Jibrilla, says the initiative aims to curb frequent market fire disasters through continuous public education and safety advocacy. Negligence, faulty electrical wirings, and poor handling of inflammable materials were identified as some of the major causes of the infernos, urging traders to ensure proper wiring, regular checks, and the use of fire extinguishers.
Make sure when we go back, we should do the same thing to enlighten our members on this very important case.
Stakeholders urge traders and the public to support collaborative efforts in preventing fire disasters and ensuring safer trading environment.
Muna dan ƙara kira ga jama'a na cewa kowa ya tabbatar da ya kasance a ankare game da abubuwan da sun ka shahi wutar lantarki.
The campaign themed strengthening inter-agency collaboration to prevent market fire outbreaks in Sokoto State also featured a roadwalk from the Federal Secretariat to the Government House through Gawannama area in Sokoto. Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
Now let's take a break. Panorama will continue in a moment. Stay with us.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree, we sway in colors, we turn dark into light, we make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Ethnicity is unique, we have more than just a nation.
We are Nigeria, strengthening unity, we know they carry life.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
For rejoining us. And now to our discussion segment. With me in the studio is the Assistant Controller Fire, who is also the Acting State Controller, Federal Fire Service, Sokoto State Command, Muhammad Bello Jibrilla. Welcome to our studio.
You're welcome.
So, sir, let's begin with the fundamentals. What specific incident or trend prompted the recent stakeholders meeting on frequent fire outbreaks in Sokoto?
Hello, viewers. I joined officer to attend this kind of question. You need to at least go back for the history and the statistics of fire outbreak in market. You will find that the leading causative agent of psychological trauma among the traders in Sokoto, it is market fire outbreak. Because you will see somebody spend a decade or more than a decade depend on such business to sustain his life, his family life. At the end of the day, within a 5 minutes, the fire outbreak and come and destroy all his business activities. So how do you think this will come to his life? So with the virtue of that, we Federal Fire Service will call upon on the meeting for the stakeholders to come and join so that we can discuss the preventable strategies to improve the fire education for the traders and the market community, and also to strengthen the collaboration among the stakeholders so as to reduce the calamity. And remember, to reduce the calamity, the reduction of the calamity must be proportional, directly proportional to the reduction of the incident. So when the incident drastically reduce, so definitely the calamity will also reduce, inshallah.
Okay. So what were the key resolutions or outcomes reached at the meeting, and now how are they being implemented?
Yes, so many resolutions were made there. We agree that in our market, there is a lack of good sanitation. The housekeeping of the market is very poor. We don't know what the Minister of Environment are still doing. So with that, there is need for us to advise the authority to address such kind of issue. We know that there is a conjunction in the market. So even such, they must be addressed. And also during the meeting, we agree that there's need to establish a kind of strong collaboration between the local authority and the Federal Fire Service. And also we will advise the authority to provide and maintain the modern firefighting equipment in the market. And also during the meeting we'll come out with the resolution that we need to create a kind of team that will go around time to time in the market for checking and inspection of electrical wiring in the market. That is some of the outcome of the meeting.
Okay. So can you tell us, though you have started explaining the electrical appliances, but can you tell us the specific causes of fire outbreaks in these markets? Yes,
there are so many causes of fire outbreak. Among the notable one, we can say there is a human negligence. There is electrical fault. Poor installation of solar panel or solar charger or battery itself, and then misuse of electrical cables. Sometimes you may see person is supposed to use the 4 mm wire cable, but he may decide to go for the 2.5 or 1.5 mm because it is cheaper. So unknown to him, he's causing a problem to his shop. And then when you look at in the market, there's some kind of food vendors. So in their process of cooking the food in the market, sometimes they may forget or they may partially, after the cooking, they quench the fire. So before you know, then that remaining, it will regenerate itself. And then before you know, the fire it can take. And also the causes, among the causes there is a abundance of safety measures. Lack or poor enforcement from the authority. So all this can bring about the fire. Above all this, we have climate change and the environmental factors. Also, they can bring about the fire.
Okay, so are there any ongoing planned public awareness campaigns or training programs aimed at improving fire safety and emergency preparedness among the traders?
Yes, of course. Not only the traders. Our plan, or what we are working now, is every institution in Sokoto, they must undergo the training on how to prevent the preventable fire outbreak. And there is a kind of unpreventable. So when it is occur, so how to arrest it on the initial stage. Okay. I think last week we just rounded up with the financial institutions. So we are looking this week or next week we will start for another institution. Maybe it may be you, media section. Maybe we will call upon you or maybe other institutions. Inshallah.
Okay, so what final message would you like to convey to the general public, especially traders and market authorities, on the prevention of safety?
The final message is that for the traders, they should think outside the box. Okay. They should stop thinking how to get profit. Okay. You build a business for more than Tiki, as I said before, and then you depend on that business. But always you are thinking how to get profit. You fail to think how to get the safety of that business. Yeah. So I urge for the traders to think of their safety other than the profit.
No, thank you very much, Esther, for coming on Panorama this afternoon.
You are welcome. Thank you very much.
That was our discussion with the Assistant Controller, Federal Fire Service, Sokoto State Command. And moving on, the Sultan of Sokoto and President General Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, has urged the newly appointed Emir of Zuru, Sanusi Mikailu Sami, to show compassion and prioritize the welfare and development of his people. The Sultan gave the charge when he received the Emir of Zuru on a courtesy visit to his palace in Sokoto. Elat Abdullahi reports.
The Sultan's palace was filled with members of the royal family, traditional title holders, and dignitaries from Zuru Emirate who accompanied the new Emir on the visit. The Sultan of Sokoto and the President General Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, reminded the Emir that leadership is a sacred trust for which he will one day be held accountable. He urged the Emir to initiate programs that will promote the lives of his people and to engage closely with them to understand their needs. The Sultan also called on traditional rulers to remain united in promoting peace and development, and on Muslims to continue praying for the stability and progress of the nation.
Ya dube hakkin jama'a da Allah ba shugabanci a koyaushe.
The new Emir of Zuru, Sanusi Mikailu Sami, expresses gratitude to the Sultan for his warm reception and fatherly guidance, and pledged to work for peace, unity, and development of the Zuru Emirate.
Amin.
The monarch seeks the Sultan's continued support and prayers. In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
All eyes beam to the Etihad Stadium, where two dominant English Premier League clubs, Manchester City and Liverpool, clash in a season-defining encounter. With details and more, let's join Suleiman Musa on Sports Updates.
The 10th edition of the annual Lagos Women Run held Saturday part in the 10-kilometer race. The run, which took off at the Tafawa Balewa Square as early as 7 a.m. in the morning, terminated at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Onikan, where Alabi Aminat Adenike made history by becoming the first Lagosian to win in a time of 39 minutes and 25.8 seconds.
2023, I have to go and give birth and come back. That let me go off for 2 years. So I started training this 2025 January, and I said I want to meet up in this Lagos Women Run.
Meanwhile, a festive of nostalgic atmosphere filled the FIFA Gold project of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja as veteran football analyst Jacob Oyekale celebrated his 50th birthday with an exhilarating novelty match. The game officially kicked off by Kayode Adeniyi, General Manager, NTA Sports 24, saw Jacob Oyekale selected friends defeat All Stars International Abuja 5-1 in an entertaining encounter that blended fun, flair, and friendship.
Nigeria has potential, that Nigeria should realize its full potential in sports.
Elsewhere, Katsina United and Barrow FC ended their Nigerian Premier Football League MPFL Matchday 12 clash in a 1-1 stalemate at the Muhammadu Dikko Stadium in Katsina on Saturday. The match featured a blend of skillful play, strong defensive efforts, and some moments of lapses in focus, resulting in both teams earning a point. Sunday's fixtures will have Rangers playing Shooting Stars in Enugu, Wiki Tourists hosting Niger Tornadoes, Warri Wolves will be at home to Ikorodu City, and league leaders Nasarawa United welcoming Kwara United at the Lafia City Stadium. And finally, Arsenal's impressive 10-match winning streak ended unexpectedly on Saturday at the Stadium of Light, where they drew 2-2 against a determined Sunderland. Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur also finished in a draw, while Everton secured a 2-0 victory over Fulham. For Sunday matches, Crystal Palace will host Brighton, Aston Villa will entertain Bournemouth, Leeds United will travel to face Nottingham Forest, and Manchester City will meet Liverpool in a highly anticipated showdown, with both teams aiming for victory. With Sport Update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
And this is where we wrap up News Panorama from Sokoto Network Center. Thanks for staying with us. Good afternoon.